100 naira ko. Estamba seko.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another edition of your favorite morning show, Lagos This Morning. Today being the 13th of June 2023, and this morning we'll be discussing about political issues, entertainment, and also sport and lifestyle as well. But before we set the ball rolling, I'm Olajiri Taufik Olamdi, and with me here is my lovely and wonderful co-host.
Good morning, viewer. You're welcome to Lagos This Morning. It's been a while, honestly. I am Gladys Alozie. Welcome to the show.
All right, welcome to the program. Let's take a look at the top stories quickly. Tinubu signs student loan bill into law. ASU, NANS react.
On fuel subsidy, I feel your pain. Sacrifice a little more. Tinubu begs Nigerians.
Yeah, still on subsidy. Private school owners groans, hint at increasing tuition fees.
Stop eating for more. Federal government warn Nigerians against outbreak of what's that, please?
Anthrax
virus.
And also tackle insecurity, corruption, poverty. Christian Association of Nigeria tells federal government.
Learn from 1993 election, build true democracy, can urges Nigerians.
Yeah, meanwhile, Senator Godswill Akpabio has been elected as the Senate President of Nigeria. Before we delve into the discussion, let's take a look at the newspaper front pages for this morning.
On the newspaper front page, we'll be starting with the Guardian.
Yeah, on the front page of the Guardian, at the top right corner, we have indigent student to access education loans as Tinubu signs law.
52% of Nigerian professionals considering migration, survey uncovers.
Lawmakers edgy in last-minute battle for Senate President.
Heavy rains leave Lagos road in shambles.
And about 500 billion naira lost to anchor borrowers program.
Constitutionality of fines by NBC, other agencies.
As former Italian Prime Minister Berlusconi dies at 86.
Moving further on the newspaper front page is The Nation.
Emefiele's exit and the fireworks before suspension. More about that on page 2 and 3 of The Nation.
My Nigeria Air Story by ex-minister Sirika.
Yeah, Shetima's last-minute push swings support for Akpabio and Abbas.
On June 12, why we must defend our democracy by Tinubu. Expect better deal from me. Judicial reform has started. Abiola's sacrifice should not be in vain.
Moving on to the front page of the Vanguard this morning.
On the Vanguard newspaper, on petrol, we have marketers struggle to raise capital for new supplies.
On June 12, Abiola was forerunner to entrench democracy tenet in Nigeria. That's coming from King Gibe.
Anthrax, stop eating pomo, bushmeat, federal government tells Nigerians.
Still on June 12, INEC APC dishonored Abiola's memory, says PDP.
No witch hunts in cancelling employment of 12,000 civil servants, Governor Alia.
On inauguration, power show as 10th National Assembly gets underway today.
As Akpabio Yari square up for Senate presidency, Abbas was safe for rep speakership. My power balancing advocacy twisted by agents of division. That's coming from Shetima.
On subsidy, Nigerians groaning. NBA tells Tinubu as uneasy calm in police over successor to IGP Usman Baba.
And President Bola Tinubu signs students' loan bill into law.
And also calm to Nigerians learn from 1993 election to build the democracy.
On subsidy as well, we have NUT parents fault reduction in school days.
And on sport, we have Guardiola sets Man City exit date after winning historic treble.
Uneasy calm in police over successor to IGP Baba.
Yeah, moving on to the front page of The Nation this morning.
Okay, we've read The Nation before. That is a continuation, I guess.
Oh. Yes, that should be a continuation. Yeah, consensus Senate President, House Speaker likely today.
New law gives indigent students access to loans as parents hail president.
Yeah, NDIC acts as 35 doctored clauses. Chairman claims agency puts under CBN.
On Democracy Day, President reviews guards at Villa, MKO's running mate, activist, state government mark day in FCT orders.
And also avoid eating pomo, suya, others. Federal government cautions Nigerians.
Moving on, let's take a look at Nigeria Tribune.
Yes, on the front page of Nigerian Tribune, Tinubu signs student loan bill into law. Students to enjoy easy access to high education through interest-free loan. Jail term for students who default. Student loan not ultimate in a country with high youth unemployment like Nigeria. That's coming from ASU president. Accessing the loan must not have political undertone. Jobs after graduation is important. That's president of NAPTAN. And also, law will assist indigent students and families, Bajabi Amila says.
Okay, we have here 21 killed in Plateau community.
Moving on, Ibadan-based teacher lured to Lagos, murdered.
Federal government alerts Nigerians on outbreak of anthrax in neighboring countries, warns against eating pomo bushmeat.
On 10th national inauguration, Akpabio Yari in final duel for Senate presidency. All 36 governors supporting Akpabio as next Senate president. Makinde of Oyo State. Abbas Kalu ticket now has backing of our 290 members elect. That's coming from a particular group. Wasel still running. PDP reps elect adopt Wale Oke as minority leader.
Okay, that is it on Nigeria Tribune. Let's take a look at what the Punch newspaper has for us today on their front page.
Yes, on the front page we have ASUB express doubt over student loan.
Anti-graft groups wants NDIC probed.
As family demand presidential entitlement for Abiola.
On National Assembly, APC anointed candidate rebel to slug it out. Yari orders fell to step down for Akpabio. Abbas as leadership pool holds. Izuna saw Musa withdraw. Lawan endorsed Akpabio after Tinubu meeting.
Yes, PDP, Buhari's years of low cost wrecked oil sector. That's coming from Kokori.
Customs sees over 100 smuggled SUVs.
Rogue Corp extorts 153,000 naira from undergraduate. CP removes DPO.
And the president, Tinubu, governor, urged Nigerians to defend democracy.
Right on the sporting scene, we have Rodri named the UEFA Champions League player of the season.
And Pep to leave City in 2025. That's a long time though.
Yes. It's just, next 2 years. Madrid plots long-term Mbappe move as De Bruyne may miss start of next season.
Sierra Leone vs Nigeria. Osimhen missing in Eagles' first training. 21 players land in Lagos Nest. NPFL stars Nwachukwu Duru rested. Will beat Sierra Leone as a team, coming from Pesero.
Yes, Arsenal make progress in Cancelo talks as PSG want Wilfred Zaha to replace Lionel Messi.
One after the other. Please don't go away. Stay tuned.
Yes, don't go nowhere. We have an update right now as our Senate president, as Godswill Akpabio has been elected as the Senate president. Let's take a look at the whole process and the jubilation from the House. Check what they do. Did this thing not show well? See what they do. See the laptop. That's what it will be. You know what I thought? It would be like saying the court. I see this thing not show finish.
According to their states in alphabetical order, keep their ballot papers and cast their vote.
Alright guys, welcome back to the program in Lagos. This morning we've seen the proceeds from the house. There are jubilations right there. So let's take a look at our feedbacks. Let's take a look at that quickly before we move on into the main stories.
You're welcome back. We have Dutchman Pound saying good morning Lagos. Moffat Asmoff, good morning presenters. Wow, student loan in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Akpabio, congratulations. Chief Akpabio elected. He was one of the best governors that Akpabio had.
Exactly.
You know, or do I say have? Or so
or
far.
once had.
Or once had. Okay, Benga says this is rubbish. What is rubbish exactly? Why EFCC, ICPC don't screen these guys? Ola Adewale, we know you. Thank you so much for coming on board. Good morning, guys from Atlanta.
Yes. Let's have your reactions as Godswill Akpabio has been elected as the Senate President. There are mixed reactions out there, you know, just like a particular person said that, you know, Chief Akpabio or something. I don't know what's going on about that.
But Godswill Akpabio was one of the, he did well when he was the governor of Akwa Ibom State. I don't know if he actually performed well while being a minister of Niger Delta affairs. I don't know if he did well, but the Akwa Ibom State has a stadium today. That was during the tenure of Godswill Akpabio, and a lot of people actually applauded him. You know, Akwa Ibomites, they were so excited, like, because he did well for them from the reports that we saw and the visible things too that he did when he was Akwa Ibom State governor. So I don't really know how much of a thief he is though.
All right, let's have your opinion. The phone line is open. We'll have a phone number being dropped in the comment section now, so you can actually call in and let's have your opinions and contribution on the emergence of Godswill Akpabio as the new Senate President. All right, let's delve into other discussions. Tinubu signed student loan bill into law. ASU and NANS have reacted, and also Nigerians have since reacted that what are the pros and cons of signing these things into law? Because from the report we got yesterday, they said erring students who refuse to pay the loan will actually, you know, back jail term. So there are still controversies surrounding how possible it is to make this thing work.
I want to say something, but I'm trying so hard not to put it in a way that, you know, someone will probably look at me in a certain way. You know, there's this thing they say, when you're eating with the devil, you got to use a very long spoon.
Wow.
So I don't, you know, I'm not saying that anybody is devil here, but it's just for you to be cautious of what you're doing. You know, someone said it on the comment section, Nigerian students loan
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, you understand? Like, it's not like it's a bad thing, but then Nigeria giving students loan. Students, well,
and they said the loan you'd have to pay within 2 years after your NYSC. But what I just say about this loan, I think it has its own would I say positives and the negative as well, or it is just like a step. There are still many things that needs to be put in place, because if we're talking about giving students loan, it's actually okay, it's very fine, because there are some students who don't have the money to go to school, and they actually have they have the what would I call it, the motivation. They want to go, they have the interest, but there is no money to go there. But among the qualifications, it is written there that the parents of the student must be earning something less than 500,000 in a year. And
nothing less or something less.
About maybe less than 500,000 to ascertain that you don't have the money to take care of the child. But I see many of these students, I think it should just be general. Either you are earning 500,000 or beyond, or 1 million or 5 million. But personally, as that student, how about students that don't have?
Are you sure this loan wouldn't be restricted to a particular set of people?
That's
because, you know, when Nigerian government comes to tell you that we are doing this for Nigerians, you just have to like examine it properly to know if actually everybody will benefit from this. You know, if it will be beneficial to at least to an average Nigerian student who actually needs that help.
If the process will be fair to everyone.
Exactly, that's the point. You know, but then it's not like it's a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I think some other countries too, like the Western countries, they do same. You know, they give students loan, but then, you know.
But how about our employment rates when it comes to paying back the loan?
Just this thing probably will, you know, when as a student you get a loan, you were on loan that sustained you through school and all. If you come out and start looking for a job, probably I just pray it wouldn't affect the person.
Exactly.
Because it might likely affect.
And I think
you have to go through your loan history.
Yes.
To know.
And if you are owing all this with ICP and pay all these things, you can't take the loan. If you are owing, because you know you have to tender your BVN and there will be records there. So if you are currently owing PAMPay, OP, all these kind of loan apps, you won't be able to borrow. But I think this will push the government to work on employment, because when we have students taking loans to go to school, then after the school they don't have any means of, you know, of embossing themselves and even paying the loan back. Then we have to build many prisons to accompany all those students to actually keep them there. So I think they would have to work on employment now. It would push them to work on it. I think it's a good step in the right direction, but there are still other things to be put in place. Just like the NANS has said and the ASU as well. They've come to talk about the unemployment rate. I think Nigeria is about, is it 30 or 33% unemployment rate right now. So it will push the government to work on that. They will need to let us have more industries out there, more, would I say, factories or establishments. Let's just open everything up to the private sector. So when they come, you just have our students, you know, when a job is waiting for you, you will boldly and confidently even take the loan. Like, should be once I'm done with school, I'll just, you know, work in this place. Probably in the next 1 year, let's say you're earning 100,000, 150,000, you keep 100,000 for yourself, 50,000 naira in one place, particular place, or just start paying gradually. Then under 1 year or a year and a half, you're done with it. So we also need to know, is it only for undergraduates or for those that want to, you know, go for their master's degree, you know, PhD or whatever? So we also need more information about that.
Okay. Interesting days ahead. Like, honestly speaking, I will agree with some people that this present administration is likely going to be different from the past one. But we don't really know how much, how will I put it now, how much how positive is going to be, you know, compared to the last administration. But then it's our prayer that we let's pray, or let's continue praying. Let's assume that we're in a safe hand.
We have a comment from Freeway TV. Less than 500k is a fair play, because if you earn above 500k, you should be able to manage to send your kids to school compared to the people that did not have at all. I think it's
there are people who don't earn up to 500k that still send their kids to school.
Yes.
Do you understand? There are people like that.
No, 500,000 in a whole year.
In a whole year.
Exactly.
How do you want to? You know, some people wouldn't know how to do that kind of mathematics, anyways. But but seriously, I don't know if. See, okay, let's even talk about. There are people that they are in the village. The only thing they do is just farm work.
Exactly.
You know, harvest their crops, sell, send money to their children who are in school, manage to pay their school fees and all. So those kind of people, would they still be entitled for this loan?
Yeah, those kind of people are actually qualified, but do they have the interest of going to the school? Because many of them don't really have the interest. Once they're making their money, they are cool with the agriculture they are into. I don't think they have much of the interest.
Well, where I'm coming, see, my mom is a farmer.
Okay.
You understand? But my dad is not. My dad is a businessman. But my mom, she does majorly is farm work she does. And it's in the village, as a matter of fact. But then, I was in the village at some point before I got to school. So I had interest in education. You get? So that does not mean that you say something like those ones who are doing farm work, would they be interested?
Some of
them. A lot of them are actually very, very interested, you know. But then, like I was saying before, let me not deviate. I just pray that this will be fair to everyone, you know. Because Nigeria promising to give students loan, I don't know, it's not bad, but it has not yet settled in my spirit though, because giving student loan, how are they going to pay back this loan? Is it when they started working that they will pay back this loan?
2 years after NYSC.
In Nigeria, where employment is even a problem.
So that's what I'm saying. They need
a graduate to finish school and start
looking for a job.
You know, some of them don't even look for the job anymore. You just go and look for one keke napep you drive. Here in Lagos, you see a lot of female folks riding keke napep, tricycle. A lot of them, a good number of them. So, well.
Yes, we have some comments in the comment section. Freeway TV, I think it's from the graduate Taiwo Odunlade. Good morning, guys. Well done. Please, what's happened to live chat with Christian by bystanders? Okay, there are some technical glitches which will be rectified as soon as possible. Gladys Chisom, see if they want to give student loan, let them give. Which one is they will arrest them? Will they provide job at the end of the school? Yes, that is one problem, one issue as well. I think they shouldn't have spoken in that manner, like they would arrest them. No, you're even creating panic, you're creating tension or fear in those that would want to go there and just take this loan. You don't have to come out to say you will arrest them. Just tell them that you create employment means for them to be able to pay this loan. Not talking about arresting them. No, that's just overboard.
All right, please, if you're watching Lagos this morning, this beautiful morning, please feel free to call in to air your opinion. There's a phone number provided on the comment section. You can call in. Let's know what you think about Godswill Akpabio emerging the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and of course the student loan that has been signed into law by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes, so and on a quick one, news update, news flash, Jibrin emerges as the Deputy Senate President.
It's like it's a new thing. You know, once Akpabio wins, Jibrin should be the
as well.
Because that's how they channel the whole thing. You know, who is that man that was contesting against Akpabio? I've forgotten his name again. Yari. You know, the man just stood there as a figurehead. If you ask him, they already know that he wasn't going anywhere. They already knew he was
so it shouldn't look as if it's just
Akpabio. He had to have an opponent. You understand? So the man just stood there, like, you know, and that was just it. Wow. That is it.
Wow. Okay, moving on. Subsidy, I feel your pain. Sacrifice a little more. Tinubu begs Nigerians. Nigerians have been seeing premium shege with this subsidy of a thing, because even right now, even you know, we experience hold up a lot in Lagos State here, but for a while now, you know, 2-3 weeks, we are not even seeing much vehicles on the road anymore now, and people are even trekking more now. The bus fares are now as high as anything. So I think Nigerians are going through a lot right now. But if we see where the money
Nigeria has always gone through a lot, you know. We have always been into a lot.
Is it that in Nigeria, is it that you are in a lot, or you are going through a lot, or you are coming from a lot, or you are going into a lot? So a lot has to be there. So I just think Nigerians, if we feel like the government is accountable, just like they've said they'll be giving loans now. So some people have this idea of, okay, after they remove the subsidy, maybe this is where the thing is going to. Okay, they'll give our students, our children at home, they'll give them loans, and for 2, 3, 4 days now, I think I think it's only in my area, because I would like to confirm from some of our viewers that are in Lagos State as well, or other neighboring states too. They've not been taking light for the past 3 to 4 days now. Light has been constant, because I want to believe that it is not only in my area. You know, even some people I saw some recent posts on social media yesterday, like, what is going on? NEPA has refused to take light for 4 days now.
It actually saw a report that Lagos State government, they are working on giving Lagosians constant light.
Wow.
And that's a good one. I believe that's one of the reasons why they've not really taken light.
Okay.
Seen light. Okay, let me read out some of the feedbacks that we have here from our viewers. Okay, Taiwo says, I have been trying to watch it since. Okay, please, Christian would be on bystanders
very soon.
Very soon. Please,
but before then, you can keep on watching us.
Keep watching Lagos This Morning till Christian comes on board.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to commend the president on these moves. Yes, I must read these comments from Apostle Festus. He said the loan will be paid during our NYSC.
They said it will be paid 2 years after. That's the deadline.
2 years after NYSC.
But wait, if they use your NYSC allowance to pay the loan, how would you survive?
That means they didn't even give you loan.
How would someone survive the NYSC? And imagine you've been posted, probably you reside in Lagos, then you've been posted to maybe the Connaught, or you know, somewhere very, very far from home, and they're now using your 33K to sort out your bills.
That means as a core member, you have to have something else that you'll be doing to sustain yourself. If you have to pay the loan with your allowance,
I don't think that's a good idea.
The allowance usually is not even enough.
I don't even think that's a good idea, because I expect that they should be working more on a little bit of injecting more of privatization into the economy now. Just have more industries for the people. Though it is not, I don't see this thing coming or into play in the next 6 months to 1 year. So I think it will just be signed into law now. Maybe it will even be the next what's it called? The next, if it comes back in the next 4 years again, I think that's when it would really be executed. Because right now you can't say, okay, they've signed this bill into law today, then by tomorrow they've started disbursing loans. I don't think it's possible. They have to first of all create the employment before you put out the loans out there. If you put out the loans out there, just go and build prison. You will jail so many people. Because Nigerians normally, even with palm pay and no pay, they refuse to pay.
Okay, Mr. Collins, Eru Amaka, I don't even correct, says, why loan? Why loan when we don't have a database? How do we know who qualifies for it? Don't be surprised to see Dangote applying as a student and getting it before all.
Okay, Tony. Well, on that, I was just waiting today, and I was, thinking about the loan of a thing, and I was like, Nigerians are smart too. Some people will disguise as if they are students now. They'll collect this loan and start a business with it.
If you have an opportunity, what would you do?
I wouldn't do anything though. I'm very holy.
It's alright. Yeah, we are righteous people. Okay, Tony Montana, that name, says only in Lagos, no light here in Anambra. Please, you need to contact your state governor. The student loan is yet another scam. We don't know about that. The loan will give room for the student to work and earn before repayment. Yes, I agree that private company can be part of the loan's repayment.
Yes, just like what Freeway TV just said, the loan will give room for the student to work and earn before payment. But I think there should be a place set aside for them to work and pay back this loan. Because you don't expect someone who has collected loan from the federal government to start looking for work up and down. If you want to hire this person, he will tell you that he has not gotten any job from anywhere. If you have, you can give me so I will pay back your loan. That's what many people would say. So I expect that before even executing this loan of the thing, we need to have places for our guys out there. Just imagine many people, millions of students are being churned out of our institutions every year. But do we have the facility that would contain those millions of students? How many TV stations, how many radios, how many media houses do we have in Nigeria? Okay, we have a caller. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Ayo, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I just want to make my comment regarding the student loan.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, what's the purpose of that student loan? What do you think that what do you think that was the purpose? Is it to get more guys? Yeah, I don't think. Hello, are you hearing me?
We are finding it difficult to hear what you're saying. There's a contraction on the line.
Don't worry, I'm in the chair. Let me just get something. I'm waiting. I'll call back.
Okay.
Okay, please, just like Mr. Ayo that called in, if you're watching, please do well to call in. We want to know what you think about the student loan that's been signed into law by the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And please, when you call in, do well to shift or to move a little bit backward from where you're watching from so we can hear you properly.
Yes. Freeway TV said I agree with Olamide on this infrastructure. Infrastructure must be put in place first before student loan approved. What I say is that it can actually be approved, but before it would be executed. If we just let me take it personally now. Just say I have about 4 or 5 children, and I just give out money to them, like go to school and stuff. If there is no place, if I borrow them that money to go to school or to do anything, and there is no place created by me which will generate the payback system, then just assume that I'm throwing the money away. I'll just assume, just zero my mind that this money is gone. It's about 50-50 thing. So I think it should even be that way. And also on the long run as well, even if they finally remove the loan or something, people wouldn't feel it anymore. Because even if you borrow money from someone else, because you know that after schooling now there is a job waiting for me, openly and peacefully you will do this thing without okay.
You're welcome back.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Chuck. Calling from London.
Mr. Chooks, you're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
It is easy to say it is a good policy, but I don't think Nigeria is right for that policy. This is another, the way I'm seeing it is another, opening for corruption. When you talk about student loan, there are so many things that is involved in student loan. You don't just go and grab money, and the kind of brigade approach they're giving to it, or if you owe this, if you don't owe that, how can a student be owing? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, except if you are talking about postgraduates, and the postgraduates not supposed to get student loan for studies. What am I saying in essence? Before you introduce such a system, you're supposed to get the employability high. How do you do that? You do it by cooperating with the private sectors and all that, because you cannot give somebody loan and after education he doesn't have job. How are you going to collect it? You're not going to do nothing. There's nothing you can do to get that money back. So the first thing the government should have done is to, I'm not saying, let people not get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not good. We've been hearing for that, but you have to do some certain things for that to actually work. And with the way they signed that bill, the execution, I don't think it will succeed. It's just another way to siphon the money. Because like I said earlier, if you cooperate with private sectors, make sure that there are a lot of jobs, so that once you come out, you get a job and you start paying. We all experience that where I'm living right now. It is how they do it, and where is even the database to even control all this? There's no database to control all this. Are you gonna share it at hand? How do you know who qualifies and who don't qualify? The database has to be there for them to actually know what they are doing. You can't continue to roll out policies which make no sense, and here and there we're spending money just for nothing. It's painful. This is a good deal, don't get me nothing wrong, but there's a lot to be done before they can kick off that. If not, it's another way to siphon money. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chooks, for that contribution. Okay, if you're watching, this is Lagos This Morning. Do well to call in. The phone number is right there, pinned on the comment section. Please do well to call in. Let's know what you think.
Yeah, we can see Mr. Dan's comment. He said, you guys are anti-Tinubu. At least you guys should comment in for his plans. No, we are not anti-Tinubu. We've commented. If you join us from the beginning of the program, we commended this and we said what is signed into law, this kind of plan is actually a very, very good one. But we have to look at the pros and the cons of it as well. And for the money to be easily repaid back to the federal government's pocket. How? Because the federal government doing good to the people now by disbursing this money out to indigent Nigerians. If there are no employment after giving this money out, you know, even PAMPay and OPay and the likes are finding it difficult to get their money back from Nigerians. So the federal government, Nigerians will want to run away with the money. So we are talking about, you know, collaborating with
Nigerians are not running away. Please don't pay bad light. We are actually good people, but then when you don't have the money, wait, the difference between this online app, you know, sometimes, you know, the way they come after the repayment process is something else. It's choky. You know, when someone is calling you as a matter of fact, you know, okay, the money, the due day you're supposed to repay the money is already here, and then they are calling like at 2 minutes interval. Exactly. How would you feel as a person? So, in order to avoid depression, and it's actually real. You know, you just ignore them and you know, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. Nobody is saying that it is a bad thing. It's a very beautiful idea.
It's a good move. Like Mr. Chuk said, but the question now is, as Nigerians, are we mature for this kind of what again will I call it now?
Would I say process or plan or something?
This kind of plan. So are we really mature for it?
Yes. Yeah, so for to get a soft landing for the federal government and to get back their money easily, if there is a job waiting for them out there, once, let's say someone like me, let's say I get the loan now, then after 2 years, just immediately after graduating, I have a job waiting for me. Why wouldn't I take the loan gladly? I'll take the loan. Then after that, I'll just, you know, get employed, pay back the money. Okay, what if after that I don't get employed? So how do I take this money? So I'll be prepared for jail.
See, there are a lot of graduates who have waited for years.
Okay,
they couldn't even get a job. Let's take a call from Mr. Samson.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Samson.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah,
good morning, Mr. Samson. You're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I want to congratulate Nigeria.
Yes.
For being able to sustain this national stability. I'm not sure if you guys are aware that the speaker has been declared
yes, we are aware. Gospel Akpabio.
And then Akpabio, who is now the new Senate President for the 10th National Assembly. I think that's a good one for Nigeria. But if you look at it, the president is from the south, the vice is from the north, the third man is from the south, and then the fourth man is from the north. I think that is a good balance. So, yeah, and congratulations once again to every one of us.
Yeah.
You know. So, so let us look at the incumbent president. I think it's less than 16 to 17 days now. And we can see how he has been working, firing in all cylinders. Everybody, you know, during the campaign period, doubted the speed in which this incumbent president, even if he emerges, everybody doubts his ability to swing into action immediately. However, today I guess he has, you know, he has actually overcome the doubters, and everybody as of now is now becoming to even question that this man is becoming to run too fast. Because I've been listening to you guys comment about student loan. Now, the issue of are we ready? It simply means that he's catching us at too much speed. It now seems that Ashiwadi is moving at a speed that is even beyond us. Like, we don't want it to be too fast, we want it to be slow You see, this is what we get when you get so used to mediocrity and below standard. We understand how Buhari has actually slowed down the economy, and how unfortunately how we got used to that level of mediocrity of performance. You see, I mean, the student loan during the campaign period, I am sure Ashwaju kept on thinking about it.
Okay.
Labour Party never sang about it, but it was written in the manifesto that he was going to implement it. I mean, that was going to introduce it. But here we have today, we have the student loan. It has not taken its full, actualization, but it has been signed into law, and it is an act today.
Okay, so what do you think about the student loan? How do you see it per se?
Listen, the student loan is not for the well-to-do people. This is for those whose family earns below 500,000 and the like. Alright? And this student loan does not capture the only people in the universities.
Okay.
It captures those that are polytechnic, it captures those that are in technical college. So, I've been hearing some people like, I won't go to university to learn, to go study a course, and at the end of the day, where I know there's no work, I'll go and learn handwork. Then my simple solution to that is, if you are sure that you don't want to go study maybe chemistry, maybe physics or whatever, why don't you just go to technical college and acquire a professional skill? We have so many federal, licensed college, and you can apply for student loan while you attend technical college. In the technical college, you acquire, maybe you want to be a mechanic, you want to be a painter, maybe you want to be into tailoring, maybe you want to, maybe catering. You can still acquire this loan. Alright? So we are fully ready for it. But then, what we now need is a very sustainable structure that will ensure that impunity, that will ensure that those that are top in that value chain, those that are involved in that, structure will not exploit people, with impunity. So they need to structure it, and I'm sure because if you had listened to the spokesperson, for Ashwaju Yusuf, he said the reason why in the past this program failed was because there was no database.
Yes.
But as far as we are concerned, Nigeria has come to an age in terms of technology. We have NIN. You dare not apply for an international passport today without your NIN.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you cannot even buy a SIM today without your NIN. That SIM will get blocked within days. So if you know you want to enroll, you would go and acquire NIN.
Okay.
If you know you want to enroll, you will urge your parents to what? To start taking their personal income seriously. They need to open an account because they will ask for statements of account. They will ask for statements of account. Listen, you are the one that is maybe your parent is a paper seller. Maybe your mommy is a paper seller. And you tell your mommy, mommy, this federal government is giving us student loan. However, as my mom, you are not educated, but you can still open a bank account. Open a bank account. Then, as you are paying money to the account, it is registering that money is you have an inflow and outflow of transactions, which will be easy to track. The federal government will not come and do that for you. The channels are there. You will go and apply for it.
Okay, Mr. Sam, just quickly, can we, what can you say about the repayment system of these loans? Because in recent times we've seen that unemployment in Nigeria, unemployment rate is slightly on the high side. So, and there is this law there, according to what we saw on Punch, that students who refuse to pay within 2 years after the NYC would go to jail. What can you say about that?
Okay, you just said the word that it's you just kind of blanketed it. They said if you intentionally try not to pay. I mean, that was intentionally. I wonder why you skip it. You did not have it in your statement now.
There is no intentionally on the front page of Punch.
It is. They said if you try every means, it is there. Listen,
Let me check it out.
the period of moratorium is fair. It's fair enough. After your NYSC, they expect after 2 years, you should have gotten a job, or you should have become an employee of labor by yourself. And that's not the truth. And this is why you as a person, okay, you must be fully aware and then be fully ready before you go into a loan. You don't go to a loan with the mindset that, what if I'm not able to pay?
Okay.
Listen, there will always be unemployment. There is no country that there's no unemployment, but it's just the percentage of unemployment.
Yeah.
In America, let me tell you, America sustains because of the level of entrepreneurs they have.
Okay.
So the truth is, because you're a student, in 2 years' time, why are you not telling me that you become an entrepreneur? Why are you telling me that what if you don't get employed? What happens to you employing people? What happens to you becoming an entrepreneur? What happens to you becoming a fish seller, having a beer parlor, having a sports center? These things are, listen, the opportunities are there are limitless. I don't look at things from the downside. I look at it from upside. Okay? So you as a person, you got your loan to study, you were not thinking about being chased out of the school. If they gave you 2 good years, they gave you 24 months to get help.
Okay.
To probably look for an opportunity, start paying your loan. But yet then you're coming with an extra. Okay, are you telling me that you're going to be seated in your house for 2 freaking years, not look for a job or try and start a business? No, because when you tell me that, because when you are telling me that I want to happen, it simply shows that you are only being a lazy youth, like one said.
Yeah, Mr. Sampson, you have 30 seconds to round up. It's almost 10 minutes. Please.
So I think everything today, I mean, Nigeria, I think we're on a new path.
Okay.
The electricity bill, I am sure before the end of the year, the electricity in Nigeria will drastically improve. And with that, we understand that many factories will come in, and the unemployment issue will also be tackled by that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, like if we had, we are already out of time. I would have asked
Yes.
Mr. Sampson some other questions, because he did mention that you can't tell me that, okay, for 2 years you didn't get a job. Hey, there are people, as a matter of fact, I still have people who finished school for 5 years, they couldn't even get employed.
Let's take this call.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm the one that called back again. I dropped the way.
Okay, you
Also, yeah, I made my own contribution.
okay.
You see, what's going on in that country is this. The way the Nigeria is being structured, yeah, we will always see individualism, not collective as a country. What Tinubu is doing here is just Tinubu is only doing something that will make his own administrative period time to be acceptable to the people. Let me tell you, our problem is not about money. Our problem is not about food in that country. Our problem is not about clothes. Where our problem is because we are being, the way the foundation that country has.
Hello, Mr. AY. Oh,
Now, hello.
Okay, yeah, we are
Hello.
can hear you.
He will never govern Nigeria with this kind of system. Otherwise, they will not get money. Otherwise, they will not see they will not see patriotism in the citizen. Therefore, there won't be productivity. How can Tinubu get patriotism from the citizen? Let them go back to their region. Break the country up. Break the country up. All this one we are just. I want to ask you, as state, are you telling me state doesn't pay school fees for students? Some states do that. Some states do that. What are the results? by giving loan, which means you are producing more educated people. Where is the work?
Exactly.
You get me? It's not about, you see, any policy we are bringing in does not fit this our system. Let us break the country up. There is no crime in it. But I tell you, all the policy is bringing up, it's just a policy, it's just a temporary policy. After 4 years, what will happen? Or after 8 years, what will happen? What will happen? So, my brother, we should not be happy about all these things that he's doing. No, that's not our problem. That is not our problem. Money is not our problem in Nigeria. Let's be honest to ourselves. Okay, look, for example, look how the father they did in Ekiti. That one alone is revenue for money. So money is not our problem. It's just because the way the country is being structured. Simple. Okay, how are you going to identify Nigerians that they will be giving the money to? He only create chance for politicians to steal more money. Who is going to do the audit of all the number, the figure they will be bringing out that they pay money for? APC has been paying money for people when they were there for less privileged people. I've asked about 10 people in England here, 10 people in their family. Do they receive any money? No. So who are they giving this money to? So who are the Nigeria that Tinubu will give the money to? I did tell you, I was the one that called the last time. I did national ID card in Lafiaji there, Lagos Island. Many of them are not Nigeria, but by now they would have been claimed Nigeria. So why are we fooling ourselves? Hello?
Yeah, we're listening, sir.
So we should not be happy as a youth. As me as a youth, I'm not happy with all this thing is doing. That because that is not our problem. That is not our problem. Money is not our problem. Food is not our problem. In fact, Yoruba land is I think maybe the best land in the whole universe. Which means food is not our problem. You understand me? We should not be, all what he's doing here is only doing it just for him to be, so that people can say good about his own time, which is also result to individualism, not collective, it's not our system demand. You understand me? In England here, it is the system that demand what they want, how the government will run. But our own country, it is individual we determine how Nigeria will run. That is how Nigeria is. That's not a country. It's shit. Because what he's doing is not new. If you look at it in one way or the other, state pays some of their students' school fees. State pay it. So if the federal government is taking the responsibility now, who are the Nigerians that they will be paying the money to? So who are the Nigeria? Let's be honest to ourselves. Who are the Nigeria? Where you can go to Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria embassy and buy passport free with money. Once you have the money, do you know how many Ghanaians, how many Senegal that has Nigerian passport all over? So you just imagine. So it's not about that. Tinubu, I don't hate Tinubu. He's trying his best. He's trying to build on a wrong foundation. No matter how he thought, no matter how he thinks, maybe we will like him. At the end of the day, the system will make us to hate him when he finish. No any president has ever come to Nigeria that will never hate. It's because of the system, the structure we have.
This is funny.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr. AY. We appreciate the comment this morning. Someone did ask me a question. He says, so what is our problem? Food. He said food is not our problem. Money is not our problem. So what is our problem? And in case you didn't understand or you didn't quite grasp what he said that the system is the problem, not the money and the food, whatever. I wanted to say something about what Mr. Sampson said. He said, you don't want to tell me, and he's actually said it with passion. You have to, you can't tell me that after 2 years you've not gotten a job, you've not fixed yourself up. Come on, you've forgotten that we have a lot of Nigerians, or we have a lot of graduates in this present Nigeria, not the past one. Yeah. Like this present one we are in today, that finished school, they couldn't even get employed. Even to start up the business, the money is not there. Let's not forget that this is Nigeria. And we are here, we are seeing the things that are happening. Or you even get the job self, the money that you'll be paid won't even be enough for you to transport yourself to and fro. How much more starting a business? Some people have already opted for loan to start up a business, whereby you already have you're already living on a loan, or you lived on loan when you were in school. Where are you going to get the loan to start up a business again?
Impossible.
It's going to be really difficult. So, like, I will maintain what you said before. This thing is actually very okay, but it should be in a system whereby there is already employment plan set aside for graduates. Once you're leaving school, you're getting employed, or better still, empower the students with skill acquisitions. I don't really think it's the loan. My own opinion, I don't think the loan is the way out here. Those students that are in school, they can help them out with other things. You understand? If you give them loan to finish school, or so if they come out from school and they don't have a means of repaying back the loan, what happens to them? They will go to jail. So that would, to me, I don't think you've solved the problem there. So,
I would also like to make a point of correction to Mr. Sampson as well. I said something about the student. Those who can't pay the loan, they said they would go to jail or something, is on the Nigerian Tribune, front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Jail time for students who default. So it is not my word. And I think he's speaking from the emotional side.
You don't have to emotional about this thing. See, an average Nigerian who has...
Let's pick this call.
Okay, please. Let's take the call first though.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello? Yeah, it's me, Chooks. I'll call back.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Listening to one of your contributor, Mr. Sampson. I think I don't know where he's calling from, but I think he needs to leave Nigeria for just even for 1 month to see how things work. Because what he's saying is, I can't believe, I don't know if he's living in Nigeria or he's living outside Nigeria, and the way he talks, imagine a young man like him calling Nigerians lazy youths. Come on, man. And you as a moderator, you should have stopped him, I wasn't happy at all for him to open up his mouth and call Nigerians lazy youths. And they're telling me that he's quoting Buhari. Look at what Buhari did to the country. And you have the country to come to call on a national TV and say Nigerian youths are lazy and you're quoting Buhari. What has Buhari done for the country? He destroyed the country, and you are quoting somebody who completely destroyed your country that is calling your youth your lazy ones. It's so sad. And that shows that, that's why I'm saying if he's in Nigeria, he needs to leave Nigeria, go out somewhere to see how things are working. Because Nigerians are enduring, they're doing all these things. The day, right? Many people will leave Nigeria, go to one country, even neighboring countries, and all of them they come back. I tell you, nobody will be able to live in Nigeria because they will let you know, that they're not going to take it anymore. Imagine, how can you say that? People are talking about, sensible people are talking about how to increase employment. Because how can you build something on nothing? You can't do something on nothing. There's no, imagine he made it so easy. Or if you come back, you can set up business. With which funds? Come on, man. We see it all. We see the people here, even kids. Once you finish your secondary school, you qualify for university, you get there, you get in the loan. Everybody doesn't have app. It is up to your parents if they can pay. So we're managing it as we are. Okay, fair enough. But for you to come out to instead of you to, in fact, it shows that he doesn't understand what is life completely. Because how can you be blaming students who went to school? Did you go to school to come and not to have a job? Is that your aim for going to school? Come on, man.
That's a big question there.
Yeah.
Please, when people like that come to, because I always listen to that guy, you understand? I accept he has his own opinion, but to insult Nigerians, that is your duty to stop him from doing that. I was so mad when he used that word that Nigerians are lazy. I was so mad. Please, when people come to your channel to say such a thing, you need to stop them, because that is not good for both the listeners and Nigerians in general. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who don't like that. You can't come on this platform and call Nigerians lazy.
Yeah.
Have you provided them with everything and they refuse to take it? Are you here? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chooks. You know, that's what I was trying to say before. You know, you said if you don't get a job, you go set up a business. With which money?
That's why I said he spoke from the emotional angle. And here we're not talking about emotions. We're not playing with emotions here. We're talking about the facts. We're looking at the pros and cons. We are weighing it. How would it be easy for the government to get back their loans? If it is very hard for people to pay back PAMPay and the likes and all this borrowing application, how would it be so easy to collect back this money? And I also think if you look at this critically, I think we should be giving loans more to those who are in technical colleges, who can actually, you know, they are dealing with practicals. They can come out there and be useful directly
to themselves and to the government as well.
Yes, let's take this call.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah,
Fine, thank you. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm Mr. Douglas. I'm calling you from Delta State.
Okay, you're welcome, Mr. Douglas.
Yes, I was listening to, hello?
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Yes, I'm on your TV. I'm listening to what the discussion that is going on concerning what this one Mr. Sampson just made some comments. Are you listening?
Where you're watching us from.
Okay. What about it? It's my phone. Yeah, like as I was saying, it doesn't look good for somebody to come up and talk that kind of rubbish. Listen, it's only people, when you say somebody is lazy, that is to say that person refuses to go to school, that person refuses to learn work, that person is a lazy person. But not to talk of children who decide to go to school. If anybody that don't go to school can go to university, you will not understand what school is. You understand me? And they are there, they come out, no job, nothing. Look at the number of years they serve in the school, serve their NYC, and you are coming out without the job, and somebody is talking on the air, that type of rubbish. Those are sacrifices behind the government. Those are sacrifices behind the government. Like as the other man rightly said, if that man was supposed to be in Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria, he needs to be arrested, because he's not talking on behalf of the youth. He's talking against the youth to favor the government. All these people you see over there, they are thieves. Abuja is full, Abuja are running where Abuja up and down. What are they looking for? On the corridor of power to see money. And that all these big men you see, how many of their children are in Nigeria? They are not here. Because their father stole money, take them out, and give them much money. But the ones that are managing that decide to stay here in school, they want to frustrate their effort. They should create jobs. As soon as you finish school, you get a job. That's the best way out. And your what is it called? Your people on the TV that are they waste more time. They should have cut that man off. They should have even listened to him. Because a lot of people are angry. They are annoyed for hearing that kind of word from him, which is not palatable. So please, you folks should do your best. I like the way you are doing more improvement. And God bless you all.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And God bless you. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying before. You can't say Honestly speaking, like I was, if you watch my reaction when he was
I think
like,
he got emotional.
really, he actually got emotional. Like, does he really understand what he's talking about? Like, a Nigerian, a youth, manages to go to see yourself through school. You come out, there is no job for you. I think, like, if this administration actually wants to help Nigerian youth, the loan is okay for people or for parents who can't afford to see their children through school.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, our parents are actually trying.
They are doing well.
They are doing their best, because imagine a woman whose only source of income is frying akara. That's bean cake.
Yes.
You fry bean cake. You're using your bean cake frying that you're doing to see your 2 children or 3 children through school. And then they come out from school hoping that my children will help me out. They will clean these tears from my eyes. Then they finish the school for 4 years. Those that use 4 years or 5 or 6 or 7 years now come out. There is no employment for them. And then you say, go get how do you even put it though? Go create employment. Go get a business or probably establish something for yourself. With which money?
I want to assume that it's not in Nigeria. Or,
it's actually very funny, of course, if Nigerians are lashing out to him at this point, I won't take it against them.
Let's take a look at some of our feedbacks.
Okay, on the feedbacks we have Mr. Tai was saying not everybody will love anyway. Okay. Shay Show, based on this man that called last saying money, food is not our problem. What is our problem then? How much are you buying a derica of rice before and now? Taiwo, please, we need to understand that Nigeria is still developing.
Yeah.
Since for how long? For how long are we going to continue in these underdevelopments? Okay. Ola Adewale said that was a propaganda machine for the APC. Nigeria future. Please, I want to lower the volume of the device. Okay, he did that. Okay. Many of us are not worried about Mr. Samson because the politicians use person like propaganda.
Please note. Okay.
Majed, I think the loan should be given to people who have a business idea so they can create employment. That wouldn't be bad.
That wouldn't be bad as well.
See, okay, now look at this. We have this girl who is doing 120 hours of cooking. Cook at all.
See, now even that cook at all now, it has turned to something else. Okay. We have about 4 more people that are trying to do it now.
Let's keep the whoever that wants to do it aside now. Okay, that girl now, she's trying to like show off that she can do this thing. She already has a skill. Yeah. She needs support. So what is our government doing about it? The last girl, Hilda Basi, that did the 100 hours and 40 minutes here in Lagos State. How much of support is the federal government or is the government willing to offer? Because she can create employment, she can employ people there.
Exactly.
So these are people who I feel that actually need, according to what Majed said. A good number of them, there are a lot of them like that. There are a lot of people who are into shoe production and all. They are actually doing well, but how much support is our government willing to give these people? It's not enough that you give students loan, but when they come out of school, when they are done with the school that you gave them money for, what would they do? Which job do you have for them?
Yes.
I don't know what happened. In those days, I was actually told that once you finish your NYC, there is a job waiting for you by the federal government and there's an official car waiting for you. So what happened? How did we lose those things? That a graduate will finish school, then you come out and start running helter-skelter. If you're looking for a way to japa of the country that you actually, like, you schooled, looking for a job. A lot of graduates out there riding taking a pep. I'm not saying it's bad, but is that the best they can have? Yeah. After spending that number of years in school with all the knowledge they went to school to acquire. I think what our government should do is just to create employment.
Daisy Chima calling. Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We are very fine. Thank you. We also want to say thank you too for that day. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
No problem. God bless us.
Amen.
Well, I just purged into your program this morning. useless propaganda as usual. Unfortunately, I have told people once and always that this man, this guy called Mr. Thompson, he's not Mr. Thompson per se for it, guys. His main name is Adekunwa Ni, and he is one of the foot soldiers of the Tinubu campaign in Lagos. Maybe he's earning or enjoying some peanuts, some quarters of the APC guys over there, and he's supporting anything supportable, anything presented by the APC. Now I want to go straight to the point. One thing is this: a government that is proposing to give student loans to students. Now, if you give those students the loan and give them time limit to pay it after study, where is the job that is provided for them to pay back? We don't pay back the money from the moon. Secondly, I'm trying to tell you wholeheartedly, devoid of any sentiment, that the students know that they say it's another means that this government, this administration created to siphon public funds. Honestly, I don't see it going through in Nigeria. Understand? Even in America or in the UK, where students loan are being given to students, they are sure that after their studies, there's a job already on ground for them to start paying. Now, can you force the students to come up? Why will they go and get the money? From the moon or from the sun? You know, it's another big lie being sold to Nigeria, and only how do I put it, the gullible should enjoy it. Furthermore, I want to assure you this thing: if at all they even manage to bring out the students' law on ground, I'm telling you that the child or children of the poor will not have access to it. Bet me, I can bet with my life, because this is Nigeria for you. Even though it's only you as a student, we have sent that law, you must have space of bills, either by cash or by cash. That is Nigeria for you. Furthermore, I want to comment on the 10th National Assembly that is still ongoing. I've been watching them, the one-way traffic. Nigeria is a big shame before the war, honestly. I have lived in Europe for so long, and I have managed to follow their procedures of doing things. How do you come to the house and tell honorable members to vote openly by rising up and holding the microphone and saying, I'm voting for TBR? This is a vote that should be secret for people to vote their conscience. How do you expect somebody to vote against the party's direction? Tomorrow the party will find a way to call him or bring him down. Maybe after the next 4 years, if you want to contest again, they will not allow him to go there. Honestly, what we are bringing upon right now is even another rubber stamp lawmaker. Even the LP lawmakers, I was expecting something different from them. I can see that they are zombies. They are following the normal thing. The more reason I hate politics in Nigeria, the more reason that any man that is working on Nigeria to succeed as a young boy or young girl, you are wasting time. If you have a child, you have resources, just jump out from Nigeria. There's no honest time. And this is true. It's business as usual. They will go here and talk blah 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 blah. At the end of the month, they go home with 35 million, 30 million naira a month. Say 30 million naira times more is 250 million plus. Other benefits every year. But ordinary citizens of Nigeria find it difficult to earn 100,000 naira in a year. Find it difficult to keep 3 good square feet. Where is the equilibrium? Nigeria is for the rich. Like yesterday they were celebrating democracy day. I told one of my friends, what are they celebrating? They should be celebrating criminocracy. Government of the criminals, by the criminals or for the criminals. short of Nigeria was the highest gift God gave me to in this life. I'm telling you the truth. If you are still inside the short of Nigeria, you will not know what is happening in the world. Nigerians, honestly, are the most patient people on earth. Half of the things that is happening in Nigeria, if it happens in most of the other countries, people will be dying on daily basis. Nigerians are some people, honestly. Because the reality is to provide life, provide security, provide good rules for themselves. What then is government doing? The network that they are giving to the people that they call subsidy, they brought pride into it. Today they have removed the subsidy, according to them. And now they are trying to subsidize education. What is the essence of removing subsidy for the poor and subsidizing education, which I know that the government will not get from me? Gladys, I will not be there. I have to leave you for now, but I'll give you one advice. If you have opportunity,
Thank you so much, Mr. Udezichiwa. You always have your up at the end of his speech. That's very funny. If you have a way, the Japa was stressed.
Yeah.
In case you cannot hear.
Yes, Nigeria future. Okay. Mr. David Noah said, congratulations, Akpabio is very good man who made a state to feel very nicely. God bless Tinubu for this good idea. And also Nigeria future. Okay, we hardly understand what he's saying because of the volume of the mic. It has been rectified. Yes, you're still watching the program Lagos This Morning. You're still watching Lagos This Morning, and right now let's move to the other one. Subsidy private school owners groans at increasing tuition fee. Subsidy, as you know, take a toll on the private schools, and they are thinking of increasing the tuition fees. But there's this question I would like to ask most of them. You'll notice that even some of these schools who charge hundreds of thousands for students, they tend to ignore the teachers when it comes to increasing the fees. They tend to ignore them, and these teachers are the ones that are close to the students. They are the ones that are close to the students. And even some schools have actually reduced the time. They reduced the time frame of, the time they spend in school, the students, just because of the fuel subsidy. It's just something is very, 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 would I say bad or something right now?
Well, the way it is, the president has said that Nigerians should endure just a little while, So let's just put our fingers crossed and hope that the whole fuel issue is being resolved.
Okay. Yeah, stop eating pomo. Federal government warns Nigerians against outbreak of anthrax virus. To stop eating pomo, stop eating suya. I think those two things are, very essential when it comes to Nigerians getting joy from the edibles. Do you
know how much joy pomo gives? When you sit down.
But it gives no nutrients.
Yeah, but we like it. We like it. It doesn't give nutrients, but don't we like eating pomo?
Of course now.
No, pomo is I don't know. There's this joy that
you
it
get
gives
from eating it.
Okay, we are having more people. Mr. Sampson is calling back. I don't think we'll be able to take more calls, except you're calling in to share your opinion on the other topics that we are looking at, like this pomo issue and suya. I asked someone yesterday, why do Nigerians eat suya at night, as a matter of fact? But that's a topic for another day.
Yes.
Okay, so like this pomo issue, we love pomo, but then if it's causing more harm than good to our body, I think we don't have a choice than to maybe stop eating pomo.
And also, let's delve away a little bit from the pomo issue. We'll talk about that one later. Tackling insecurity, corruption, and poverty. Christian Association of Nigeria tells federal government. They
wouldn't be the first. These are things that Nigerians are actually calling on the president to do. We understand that he's trying to look into the other sectors and to know how Nigerians can actually benefit from this administration. But then the issue of insecurity and corruption is not supposed to be overlooked. I actually feel that this is this could have been the first thing that should have been looked into, this insecurity, because we saw this report that happened in Plateau State about how many people were being killed.
Yes,
About 21
yes, a
or
cleric,
so.
then 21 others.
You know, in Plateau State, this insecurity, the kidnapping, the killing, the banditry, I think it needs to be looked into, you know, majorly now, because, come on, it's becoming so alarming. Every week you hear a report of one thing or the other happening. We need to resolve that as much as
I think this issue of you know, Tinubu bringing in the student loan, I think is a way by which an indirect way of beginning to curb insecurity, because when we have youths that are idle, that they are not in school, they are neither in school nor in a place of work or something, that is when, would I say, the devil or negative thoughts come into their mind. You know, everybody has to make money, so they look for any way or manner to make money, you know, going into kidnapping, banditry and stuff, you know, things like that. So I think this one, to some extent, it will draw some of them away. Maybe those that don't have the money, but they have this flair for schooling or, you know, acquiring knowledge, it will draw some of them. It can be a beginning.
See, let me tell you something. In as much as the government have made us know about this students loan and all, believe you me, a lot of people would not be able to have access to this.
Wait first, we shouldn't, you know, feed forward or say maybe they would not, they might not, may or may not.
But you know, my major concern in this thing is the repayment pattern. Because, you know, but I don't think there should be need for a deadline. If you don't pay from now to when there is no job, even if you say, like Mr. Sampson said, even if you urge them to go get self-employed or to establish, they still need money to do that. Except they are taking the loan to establish a business other than to school. Do you understand? The loan should have or could be for Nigerians who needs loan to support what they are already doing.
And this is also from another angle as well. I think the loan shouldn't be only for those families that are earning below 500,000. Because if you really want to get your money back quickly, you have to make it cut across all levels. Because we have people that they okay, let's say the money they are earning, they are using it to run their business already, but they still have this flair for schooling. So they will feel like, okay, if I take this loan, then I start going to school, I have a business that will generate this money back for me, then I'll pay back the government easily. So I think if you're giving it only to those that are below the line, like extremely below the line, getting the money back would be tedious, more than giving it to everybody.
More people will be arrested. A lot of people will be in prison now.
I don't think so.
A lot of people will be in
Why
prison.
should you don't have to be in prison.
I mean,
that's just my opinion. And I think business owners as well, people who need money to push their business, if you give loans to those people too, then that means you're setting up employment for the ones you've given loan to that are in school, that don't have anywhere to go after schooling. So when you've given loan to those business owners and they expand their business spaces, they will employ those ones that are in school.
In school, definitely.
But if you only give it to those that are in school, when they come out, okay, how about everybody? Okay, right now, even some people are talking about revamping the education system. What are they teaching them? What they've taught someone the last 5 years, last 10 years, that's what they will still teach you today. So is it even in line with global, what's it called, with global education level now? Is it even in line with it? These students, once they are coming out, are they able to contribute directly into the economy? How many of them? Is it just, you know, learning about theories, you know, what's it called, the Shannon theory, a lot of theory, Sigmund Freud theories. They're
not even like, you can't even,
if you apply it into reality, it does not bring
it
anything
cannot be applied in real life.
It cannot be applied in real life. So I think even these loans, we need to give more loans to our people in the technical colleges. Once you're done with mechanical engineering, you can't compare someone who studied mechanical engineering in a college, who has learnt it, who has operated a vehicle, who knows how everything works, with the one that has been in school just learning about the theories. You can't compare both of them. The one that studied it in the technical college would employ the other one, even if he has 5 points GPA or anything. He will employ the other one because he has the practical knowledge. He can immediately go into the system and start making money under a week or 2 weeks. But the other one will still first of all go through training, which the first person has gone through. On
my own side, I actually feel I want to say that no matter what we're doing or whatever it is that we plan to do, we need to sit down and look at them critically and come out with the best solution an option that will favor at least people that you want to help.
Yes.
You know, let it not be that, okay, this is what the government is doing. Will it really favor the people you're doing it for?
Yeah.
How much positivity would it be in their lives? That's just my own opinion.
Yes, Mr. Damian Osaz, thank you. Welcome to the program. He said this regime is passing laws without having measures down. Kind of making no sense though, but the long run will showcase more awareness of these issues, and 2 years is definitely not enough for repay. Yes. That's what we're talking about here. We actually, you know, some people are seeing this thing as if many of us are not appreciating the effort of the president. We're actually appreciating it 100%.
Like, do you know,
but we are thinking further ahead.
I just want something.
For people to
you know,
pay
sometimes, right, this is a free word. You know, when people say something, you know, we kind of take sides sometimes. It's because you don't like this person. It's because you like this person. That's why you're talking like, no, we're looking at it critically. We are being realistic here. Is this thing really okay for Nigerian students? If you're giving Nigerian students loan, how are they going to pay back this loan when there is no employment opportunities out there for them?
Yeah.
Even the jobs or the companies that we have, we know we are seeing how people are getting employed in big companies and all that. You know, it has to be who knows somebody. You know, and it's obvious, and that's the truth. You know, if you're giving students loan, you have to like provide employment opportunities for them. So as they're leaving school,
to pay you
back the
so
loan.
you have more people in our prisons.
And like Mr. Sampson said, they should go establish something for themselves. How would you establish something when you don't have the resources?
Where you even took a loan to go
when
to
you
school?
took a loan to go to school, how would you not establish when you don't have a resource? You know,
So
these are the things that we actually need to look into. The federal government will probably have their idea, and they know the reason probably is.
I believe they would have
good,
plans. I believe there will be plans, but you know, I always say this thing that the major issue of any country, of any space entirely, is just communication. Now, imagine yesterday while they want to make the announcement. The announcement was like, okay, the federal government now has passed this bill. You know, Tinubu has signed this bill to give out loans to students, and furthermore, there will be employment opportunity for them. So as soon as they finish school, they would work in a particular place, then be able to have money for themselves. The particular percentage would be for themselves, then they take the rest and pay back the loan. I think it would just have been a very balanced information. But right now, you're just giving half of the information. It's just like having the main clause and subordinate clause. It's just like you're putting out only the subordinate clause. Where's the main clause there? So this is why people are asking, like, how easy would it be? We know that, you know, I'm not saying Nigerians are something else, but you know, when someone don't have the means of repaying you back, if you are giving loan to me now, me personally, and I don't have a job, I don't have a business, I don't have anything, it's a 50-50 thing. You know, see,
you're only helping me at that present time without having.
See, in fact, I will appreciate it. You have helped me.
You've helped me.
But
sure.
You yourself, how would you collect the money back from me if I don't have any business I'm doing? So it's like you're throwing away the money. And even if you want to arrest me, that does not solve the problem. So it does not bring the money back. So right, people are even taking measures for the government, like they're planning ahead, thinking ahead, like for you not to run into problems. First of all, create the repayment space for yourself before you borrow anybody money.
I feel that the people that actually need this loan more are the people who are into existing businesses that need support or that need expansion.
Or let's say those people who need loans.
Those, you understand. But for a student, except you're going to create an immediate employment for them, whereby they can pay you back once they are within the 2 years that is being stipulated.
I think if there is no employment scheme or somewhere being provided for these guys before you give out the loan, then maybe we should be preparing more prisons out there, because you arrest a lot of people.
Okay, Mr. Damian Osas, I'm going to, I don't know, should I skip Mr. Taiwo's comments?
Yeah, let's take a look at Mr. Damian first.
Mr. Damian said, a country that has vast majority in poverty, but the current regime supporters would rather pick a narrative that suits their belief. There's no correct records on tracking people. We applaud with.
No proud thinking. You know, that's what many people are talking about now. Do we have a database whereby, you know, there is this unique number, you know, in the US that they give to you, whereby anywhere you go to, that's the number. Do we have BVN, we have NIN, we have LASRA, we have so many numbers. I've always said this thing, probably last year or something, that why can't everyone be on a database? So you cannot run away. There's no way. Okay, we have the BVN or something, but what if this person, you know, stops putting money in his own personal account and starts using his wife's account or his brother's account, and he moves away freely? So we need to think calculatively. When you are giving me money, you need to provide a way by which I would pay you back, or else your money, MSN gone. That's just it. So even for me to open my mouth and tell you that, create a means by which I'll pay you back, that means I love you. It means I like you, because if I didn't talk about that, that means I don't have any intention to pay your money back. And if you arrest me, it does not bring out the money. It will only delay the time. Even if, okay, let's say you're owing me money now, then I take you to the police station. What do you think they will ask you? Will they jail you? They will ask you, are you willing to pay the money? You say yes. Okay, how many months will it take? You say, okay, it will take 5 years. I'll start paying you the 1 million in 5,000 naira. See, there is nothing they can do. If they jail you, I won't get my money. So I have to agree to your mode of payment.
Of course.
So that's
at
just
least
the
you can
solution.
get your money.
That's just it.
Okay, on a quick one, away from the loan issue with the federal government and the students, our own Hilda Basi, finally, the Guinness World Record has announced her as the new record holder.
Wow.
And on top of that as well, of course, this new chef that just emerged in Ekiti State, Chef Dami, has surpassed Hilda Basi in 100 hours. I think she has hit 104
I think
hours.
she's heading to 120 hours.
She's heading to 120
and there's
hours.
another lady who is heading to 140 hours.
There's something that someone said,
And there's a particular guy who wants to, he has applied for the record. He wants to break this record of, I think, 141 hours of seeing a movie or something like that. So he intends to break it.
Nigerians, we don't have
Nigerians
we don't have job, honestly. We don't have job, but at least we are breaking records.
Yes,
we are doing something.
Putting Nigeria on the world map.
On the world map. How can you even apply for watching movie for 100? Like how many hours?
121 hours.
120. My goodness. And I'm also seeing someone who said that he would drink two bags of Gary within 48 hours. Like, I don't understand Nigerians. But me.
You see, Nigerians, it's just like Nigerians, we, no matter the situation, no matter how hard everything is, we always find a way to make ourselves happy.
And these are people we want to give loans. Most of them will be students now, you can imagine. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. The idea is okay, if you ask me. It's not like it's a bad one. But then people like Chef Hilda Basi, they already have something that they need more people, they need more hands in their establishment. I think they need support too from the federal government.
Yes, so we're coming to the end of the program gradually, and we've discussed a lot of.
Well, let me ask you, what can you say about this Chef Dami?
Chef Dami.
I actually saw on a hilarious note though. I saw this post. Someone said, Hilda Basi again, she gets they do 120 hours. What do we want to look? There has been mixed reactions concerning Dami's, what's it called? At least Nigeria should have waited for Hilda Basi to be announced.
That's what they said. But the woman, the former holder of this record, said it took her about 2 to 3 months for Guinness World Record to actually message her and deliver a certificate. So I think maybe she was calculating that there will be so many people that are thinking of breaking this record too. So let me just jump into this thing. And it's also it's a two-way thing. Even if she does not get awarded, or certified by Guinness World Record, there's a particular Nigerian man in the US who wants to, bring her over, maybe for a scholarship or something like that. So I think she's just trying to use that particular
to get popularity,
just to, number one, get popularity, number two, put herself out there to the people. So people like this, even if she does not, even if she's not 100% good in cooking, she's already out there. She has stand out when it comes to cooks in Nigeria, or even in the Ekiti State, or in the Southwest in general or something. So people like Hilda Basi now, she won't actually be the best cook in Nigeria, but because she has the record for the longest hour, she's now the one under the spotlight. There was a particular meet and greet that she did recently, and they said she was charging 25,000 naira. I don't know how true it is, But you know, there were a
I
lot
saw
of
that
reactions.
report.
I think it was
meet
not
and
true.
greet in Abuja.
Yes,
He was charging 25k.
We saw it on the, would I say, pamphlet or something, but I think it has been debunked that it was not true though. So with that, we're coming to the end of the program. So let's take a look at the top stories that we discussed about. Tinubu signs student loan bill into law as ASU and NANS
React. Of course, there should be reaction there. Though subsidy, I feel your pain. Sacrifice a little more. Tinubu begs Nigerians.
Stay on subsidy. Private school owners groans hint at increasing tuition.
Okay, stop eating pomo. In case you've been eating pomo, the federal government is telling us, please stop eating pomo. Federal government warns Nigerians against outbreak of anthrax virus.
Tackle insecurity, corruption, poverty, can tells federal government.
Learn from 1993 election, build through democracy, can urges.
And also, Akpabio has been elected as Senate President. Yes, yes.
Akpabio might, I know they'll be very happy
Of course.
to hear that report.
What do you call it? Akpabio might.
Akwa Ibomites.
I thought you said Akpabio might.
No, Akwa Ibomites.
Maybe that's
I don't know if
children.
that's what they call them or Aquamites. I don't know. But I know they will be very happy.
Yes,
Akwa Ibomites.
yes.
They'll be very happy to see one of their best governor becoming the Senate president. Their shoulders are already high. And then Jibrin emerges as the deputy Senate president. That's a
Yes,
good
so
one.
congratulations to Gospel Akpabio, congratulations to Jibrin. With that, we're coming to the end of the program. We've come to the end of the program today, Lagos This Morning. I want to say a big shout out and thank you to everyone who joined us on the program, who dropped their comment, and also those who called in to make their contributions known. I'm still Olajide Taufik Olamide. Till we come your way again tomorrow for another exciting edition of the same program.
Okay, thank you so much for watching Lagos This Morning. We really do appreciate your comments and your calls. Mr. Samson, a lot of people say you are Adego Anihi, anyone you are, either ways.
Maybe Mr. Adegunwa Samson Ni or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Or is it Truecaller that gave him the name Samson?
I don't know.
It could be. Anyways, thank you so much for calling in, Mr. Udezechima, Mr. AY, Mr. Douglas that called in from Delta State. I won't forget that. And also Mr. Chooks that called in from UK, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Mr. Damien Osas, Taiwo Odunlade, David Noah, Gladys Chisom, I saw you. Freeway TV, we also saw you on the comment section. And Nigeria Future, Ola Adewale, we saw you as well. Shei Show, interesting. Thank you so much. I am Gladys Aloze. Till we meet you again. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Naira Eko, Esamba Seko.